Yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's me, Skullroyal, back at it with another video. And here today, I'm giving you guys my LF tier list. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave a like, and then comment down below your thoughts on my LF tier list. So yeah, before we start the tier list, I'm just gonna give you guys the important notes, just in case you guys don't know how I rank my tier list. So yeah, alright, so non-Zenkai LFs and Zenkai LFs are both at 7 stars, as well as Zenkai LFs are at 1400% soul boost, obviously, as well as the leader slot and the PvP boost system will be taken account for this tier list and how I'm ranking them. Also, I'm going to be ranking 2 LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, one with the platinum equipment and one without the platinum equipment. And this is because just in case if a new player he pulls or she pulls Gogeta 4, they can see where Gogeta 4 is ranked without the platinum equipment and where Gogeta 4 is ranked with the platinum equipment, as well as take consideration that this video is being uploaded before Super Vegito gets his Zenkai Awakening. So just in case you guys be like, hey, Super Vegito should be higher, should be lower, or whatever, he hasn't got his Zenkai yet. So yeah, let's start the tier list. Alright, so I'm gonna start from the bottom all the way to the top, and for last place, you see the tier, your last is Super Vegito, but that your last placement for Super Vegito won't be long, so keep in mind that his Zenkai is coming out, but right now he's not good. He's not good, but like I said, once he gets the Zenkai, he finally won't be in the your last tier. So yeah, on to B tier. So with B tier, you got LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So yeah, he definitely needs a Zenkai, but once he gets a Zenkai, he's gonna be a freaking beast, and he will be the best green for Goku and Vegeta clan. So yeah, I mean, his locking is really nice. He still does really decent damage with his especially if you build it up. So that's just Super Vegeta, not Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta for you. He just needs a Zenkai just like Super Vegeta, which Super Vegeta, like I said, he's gonna get. Anyway, let's go with A tier. Alright, so with A tier, you got UI Goku, you got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you got Beerus, and you got Majin Vegeta. So yeah, UI Goku, he's definitely aged poorly. His damage is okay. His defense is like a wet noodle. His AoE green card, well, when you land it, is really good. Has a slow animation. His blue card doesn't have blast armor. Even like his ult is really good. And when you pop the main ability, it's really good. The ult has blast armor, but overall, he's just a mid unit. And like, you could argue who is better between him, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think those three are in the same playing field. But I feel like out of the three, UI Goku is a little bit worse, especially now that Goku, they got tremendously buffed with Zamasu, the Blue Boys. Even like on Anniversary, Purple Vegito Blue, he is better than UI Goku, unfortunately. So it's like, and Vegito Blue, he's pretty mid, right? So it's unfortunate for UI Goku. He just needs a Zenkai or a like defining meta breaking equipment that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta got. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's okay, you know, he's not that bad. I think people trash him because, I mean, rightfully so. He is the worst LF in 2021 so far. I mean, 2021 isn't over, so who knows? We could see during New Year's in part 2 of the Legends Festival, they bring out a even worse LF than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I doubt it, right? But anyways, Super Saiyan 4, he got replaced not only by Maju, but also GT Super Saiyan Vegeta. Like, GT Super Saiyan Vegeta is better than him, and it's sad. So because that's GT Super Saiyan Vegeta is supposed to help that Goku, but nah, he really doesn't. So that Goku, he definitely needs a Zenkai or a meta defining platinum equipment like Gogeta. So it is what it is. Gogeta, he's, like I stated, he's without his platinum equipment. So without his platinum equipment, he's in this tier. You definitely need his platinum equipment if you guys pull him. But if for some reason, I don't know why, for some reason you don't want to grind his platinum equipment, I don't know why, but if for some reason you do, I mean, you're gonna get a extremely mid unit, and he does have blast armor on everything.
And his blue card still does the same thing. You hit somebody with his blue card, you draw another blue card. That's good. His main type neutral, he literally does the same thing. But in order for him to deal more damage and become more of a tank, you need his platinum equipment, as well as the platinum equipment also boosts his revival mechanic, his anti-revival mechanic, I should say. Beerus, he's still fine. The fact that he steals main ability and steals a card that's really strong. His ult still hits decently hard, but first of all, you definitely need him at 14 stars for you to see the damage potential that he has. Yeah, he's just solid, you know. What else can I say? I mean, what's her face? Vados is better than him. God Topo is better than him. I would even argue, I won't even argue that. I must say definitely Zamasu and Goku Blackus, they're way better than this Beerus. So yeah, like extremely. What am I talking about? They tenfolds better than them. All right, so Majin Vegeta, he's amazing, but for Vegeta family or Vegeta clan, I should say, he definitely got replaced by Sword Trunks. He definitely got replaced by the Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. So, I mean, Majin Vegeta, he's still really good. A strong Z ability, still can do really strong damage. It's just that he just got replaced. So that's why I put him at A tier. If it wasn't for that, I would probably put him in the lowest of S tier. But because of all these factors, that's why he's in A tier. Now let's start with S tier. All right, so S tier, we got Vegito Blue. We got Rose, we got Broly, we got Goten, and we got First Form Frieza. So yeah, Vegito Blue, very good, right? But the thing is, now his only team that he's a part of is Fusion. So, I mean, Vegito Blue is Vegito Blue. Obviously, he's not what he once was at his peak during the 2nd year anniversary, but he can still farm Rising Rush, Blast Armor on his red card, on his strike cards, I should say. His ult will still do really good damage, so don't sleep on this Vegito Blue. He still does his thing. Rose, he's there. I mean, he got replaced in Future by Zenkai Zamasu, and if you're running Strike Future, I mean, you're gonna run Cell over him anyway. And even if you don't, Zamasu, you know, Zamasu is strong, so you don't really have to run this LF Rose. But I could even argue to put it a little bit more higher because of his endurance notification on any hit. Now, because of Legends bringing more endurance units into the game, the value of Rose is even more higher. So, like, depending on who you talk to, you could really argue that Rose should be a little bit more higher, especially with his Extreme Bleed, him and Yellow Goku Black Rose. Those two combination with LF Rose hitting you with Extreme Bleed, and then Yellow Goku Black Rose, him giving him strike cards if your opponent is bleeding. But yeah, I mean, he's just really good. Also type neutral on his blue card, and a really good hitting ult as well. So Rose is good. It's just that he just got replaced. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people who pulled him during the festival got him at decently stars. So definitely try him out. He's still decent. So yeah, Broly definitely got a buff with a lot of movies characters being buffed, like they introducing Goku, the Red Piccolo, obviously the Blue Boys, and the Green Broly. So this Broly value has gotten up even more. And the thing is about this Broly, right, is you know his little advantage gauge that he restores every time he's faced with an enemy, or every time an enemy switches or something like that. If you're facing against the Blue Boys and they keep switching themselves with their passives, you're actually getting your vanishing gauge back. So yeah, that's really good. So that's why Broly, his value has gone up. And obviously he's just, I mean, you know, once he's steamrolling, he will steamroll. He does a lot of damage if you pretty much play poorly against him. So yeah, Goten is there because, you know, it's just that in hybrids you got Revive Han. Revive Han is good, but I can see the argument that, hey, because of a lot of these anti-revival characters, I'm just gonna bring Goten over Revive Han, even though regardless, you still want to bring Revive-Han because Revive-Han is that dude. But I can see the argument. That purple red setup and hybrids is, I mean, purple blue setup in hybrids, because you could run Revive-Han, you could also run Gogeta, and you could run Circle Trunks. That's really good. That purple team, a full purple team, Sun Family with the Blue Boys, Gogeta, and Revive-Han, really strong there. Purple red team with FSK and Revive-Han and this Gogeta, really strong. So there's a lot of ways that you can run this Gogeta, but he's just there. I mean, he does a lot of blast damage as well. He holds a paralysis blast card, but I mean, for his teams, there's better options. And first form Frieza, he's there because his only real team is Frieza Force, and even though Frieza Force is extremely good, I can't really put him even higher because of his other team LOE being not good. So the fact that he's only good in only one team, which is the Frieza Force, kind of sucks for this Frieza. Even though this Frieza, Zenkai Frieza, after he got the Zenkai stats and everything that they gave him, he's really good. It's just that his teams, man, LOE needs help, but you know, I guess Legends doesn't like LOE. So yeah, now let's talk about S+ tier. Alright, so S+ tier. So we got Gogeta Blue, we got Full Power Frieza, we got 8 Vegeta, we got Zamasu, we got Kid Buu, we got Namiku, we got Piccolo, we got Cell, and we got Evolution Blue Vegeta. So yeah, Gogeta Blue. He got replaced by Vegeta, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. Vegeta's that dude, man. Vegeta's that dude. But Gogeta Blue, he's good at Gaki. If you don't have Evolution Blue Vegeta, he's good at sagas from the movies because it's an argument between Goku or this Gogeta. So I mean, in my opinion, they're pretty much the same. You might argue Goku is a little bit better, but I mean, it all depends on your star level, right? And then for fusions, I think right now he is the better fusion yellow character against Majub. Well, between Majub, I should say. Especially now that not now, but pretty much in the coming weeks, that Super Vegito is gonna get the Zenkai. So I think for fusions, he's gonna be better in fusions. So that's his main team right now. And like I said, in sagas from the movies, it all depends between who you want, between Goku and then Gaki. If you're running the bottle setup, you're gonna have to use him. But overall, Evolution Blue Vegeta is better than him. But like I stated, every time I talk about Gogeta Blue, if you land that green card, 70% of the time you're gonna win the match. So yeah, that green card is extremely good if you land it. The fact that he nullifies cover change just by entering the battle, for 10 timer counts, 3 times, really strong. So yeah, he's just Gogeta Blue, man. He's awesome. Frieza, his value has gone up because his endurance nullification on hit, if I'm correct. I believe he's another one of the characters that nullifies endurance on hit, just like Rose, just like the hit and stuff like that. But this Frieza, he's really strong. Blast armor as a blast unit, which is kind of crazy. He deals a lot of damage with his blue card, a lot of damage with his his green card draws him a card, but he's really good. Don't sleep on this Frieza, and hopefully I could pull him because he's one of the LFs that I'm missing. It's him and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I really want the Frieza, so I'm definitely gotta go back to the Blue Boys band to try to pull him. But based on what I've seen from high level players, based on other content creators who have this Frieza, this Frieza is really strong. So hopefully I can pull him. 8 Vegeta, this guy is nice. But the thing is, it's like, even though his best team is Frieza Force with the red purple setup with Robbery himself and Frieza, in Saiyans you could run them in the leader slot. You can run them with Gaki in the sustained version. You could run him in Rival Universe if you want to. So you could run a double endurance team with himself, Topo, and Vado / or Hit. But this Vegeta, he's really nice, and His ult deals a ton of damage. He has the mini Vegito blue passive where if he hits you with a strike, he draws another strike. He has an AoE green card that draws him a blue card, so he's really good. Zamasu. You might argue that a Vegeta is better than Zamasu, like as a unit himself. But with Zamasu, another thing about the endurance nullification, once he pops the main, he nullifies endurance. So he doesn't have to pop the ult to nullify endurance. He just pops the main and then he nullifies endurance. He's another one of those snowball units where once he gets going, it's hard to stop him. He does a ton of damage. When he has low health, he gains healing every time he lands a strike or a blast card. His blue card does a ton of damage and draws him a green card. That's an AoE green card that can lock you in for 3 timer counts. His ult deals a ton of damage and gives a lot of debuffing effects where he destroys your cards. When he dies, he reduces your card draw speed by 1 and minus 80% of your health restoration. This Zamasu is crazy good, and because of Strike Future getting a buff with his Sword of Hope Trunks, his value has gone up, especially with his endurance nullification. So yeah, Kid Buu, one of the more scary units in the game, as well as one of the more underrated LFs in the game, because you barely see Kid Buu, but once you see him, especially at a high star, oh man, he just destroys. That dude could 1v3 anybody. And the fact that he could just green card spam, that could pretty much gain his vanishing gauge, as well as having a hard hitting ult, as well as sealing and canceling your buffs and actually do upgrades. Like this, Kid Buu is disgusting, dude. I just hope that once he comes back and hopefully he comes back in the Part 2 Legends Festival and one of the banners, and hopefully they could give the 1800 Z power. And when people start pulling him and when people noticing how good he is, people's gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad I pulled Kid Buu. Anyways, Namiku, a skill-based unit pretty much, but people who knows how to use him, he could be a Z tier unit if the right player knows how to play him, which not a lot of people knows how to really play Namiku at his peak. So, but this Namiku, Namiku is nice. Let's just say that. And once he's last man standing, he's difficult to stop. Piccolo is amazing. But the thing is now is Piccolo players gotta be careful, because I feel like now, because of Cell coming out and because of DKP and also because of whatchamacallit, because of why am I like stumping right now? But he let's just say that Piccolo, like, he has some tough competition between DKP and pretty much DKP, and I feel like a lot of regen players they want to run DKP over this Piccolo just because of the Rising Rush farming between the Piccolo and Dragon Ball stealing / Dragon Ball debuffs, not Dragon Ball debuffs, the Dragon Ball takeaways from the DKP and the Cell. So yeah, they just, and then that's just how it is. Cell is really good, especially against hybrids. I mean, against Saiyans as well, he's really good. But I felt like he's definitely not a Z tier unit, and his anti-revival is really good. Also, his unique gauge is really strong as well. So once he gets the unique gauge, he becomes truly a menacing unit. The fact that he deals so much damage with his ult, so much damage, just once you get that unique gauge, he just deals a ton of damage. And people don't realize, as well, as every time he comes into the battle, he actually heals. That's actually part of his kit. So that healing is pretty much similar to Gogeta Blue. And then the last character of S+ tier is one of my favorite units in the game, Evolution Blue Vegeta. He is the best snowballer in the game besides besides Trunks and the Blue Boys. Once he starts and gets going, it's extremely difficult to stop. He could just gain cards just by your opponent swapping in and dealing long combos that actually still hurts. And then once he pops the main and the ult, he could pretty much one-shot you because of the amount of damage he just built up by you swapping in and out from your character. So yeah, that is S+ tier. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or not. Obviously it's a tier list, so definitely some disagreements. But anyways, let's go with Z tier. Alright, so now with Z tier, we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, FSK, Future Han, Sword of Hope Trunks, SS4 Gogeta, Revive Han. So yeah, the reason I have Super Saiyan 3 Goku lower is because the abundance of strong meta purple units that we just gotten over the past month. So like I stated about Zamasu, Cell, the Blue Boys, Revive Han, I think is definitely a very tough spot for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but he will still always be in Z tier regardless of the fact. I just have him a little bit lower at the end of Z tier only because of that specific reasoning. But I can see the argument that he should be ahead of some of these guys that's in Z tier, but that's my only reasoning. But I'm not gonna dive deep in Super Saiyan 3 kit on anything like that. Same thing with FSK. The only reason I have FSK over Super Saiyan 3 Goku is FSK doesn't have to deal as much crazy defining blue units compared to Super Saiyan 3 dealing with crazy defining meta purple units. So yeah, right now purple is the best tag in the game, and because of all these buffs that purple has been getting with the crazy LF characters, and that's the reasoning why I have FSK over Super Saiyan 3. Even though to me as a character and unit wise, Super Saiyan 3 to me is a tiny bit better than FSK right now. I'm talking about right now, but even still, like, you can even argue that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is better in the leader slot and stuff like that, but Super Saiyan 3 is gonna deal with a lot of trouble with a lot of these strong defining purple units running around. So yeah, Future Han, his value has gone up as well, and that's another reason why I have Future Han over FSK and Super Saiyan 3. Is Future Han in the leader slot, he's amazing because he could be plugging into a lot of teams. He could also in Strike Future, they got a buff with Sword of Hope Trunks with Goku Black and Zamasu, and it's just that his value has gone up. Same thing with Sun Family with the Blue Boys, and like I stated, he could be in the leader slot for a lot of these teams. So definitely Future Han value has skyrocketed even more. Sword of Hope Trunks, our newest character. Sword of Hope Trunks is pretty much a strike version of FSK that has card draw speed, and pretty much his ultimate is pretty much, he's arguably has the strongest ult in the game between a peak FSK Gohan and a peak Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, that Trunks ult is hard, and I'm talking about that Trunks ult after he gets his unique gauge. Also, his unique gauge, it's pretty fast to get it. All you need to get hit is 5 times, and that's it. With an arch card, I should say. If you get hit 5 times with an arch card, he just gets it immediately, and he gets it as well once he pops his endurance. So you know, he's as good. And then even in the leader slot, right? Especially in the Hybrid core, like if you play it as a leader slot in the Hybrid core, you don't really need the endurance because you have Future Han and Revival Gohan. So yeah, this Trunks he's amazing. But the reason I have my boy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at him, obviously you see the platinum equipped icon next to him, but Gogeta could literally be in every freaking team. This leader slot update really benefited Gogeta for a lot, and the platinum equipment benefited him a lot as well. Same thing with the anti-revival mechanic. That anti-revival mechanic is extremely strong. You can literally rise and rush, and now you got 4 Dragon Balls back once you killed the revival unit, as well as 50% damage and healing, dude. So he's literally getting so much. He arguably has the best revival, anti-revival mechanic in the game. Arguably, it's between him, Cell, and the Blue Boys. So Gogeta, what can I say? I already stated what he does without the platinum equipment, with the blast armor and everything. But with the platinum equipment, he becomes a more of a tank monster and more of a attacking, damage inflicting monster. So yeah, and then Revive Han. I mean, you could argue between Revive Han and Gogeta. I mean, it all depends on who you like better, pretty much. But don't get it twisted. The actual revival mechanic, like the character reviving, there's no counterplay into it other than, like I stated, you have the anti-revival debuffing stuff. So yeah, there's no character that actually negates revival, the mechanic itself. So, and even still, like after he revives, he does a ton of damage. But before revival, he's a support that does really decent damage, as well as reducing his own sub count. So yeah, now we're gonna go to your number 1. And as you see, your number 1 is the Blue Boys. I didn't really dive too deep about the PvP boost, but you could also argue that Trunks should be a little bit more higher because of the PvP boost that they're getting. But the Blue Boys, everything from the PvP boost, them being one of the best leaders in the game, in the leader slot, I'm saying. In my opinion, they are the best characters in the game. And in this tier list, they're the best 11 in the game. So they do so much. The fact that they're pretty much 2 colors in one. They're literally purple and red. Purple when Goku, and then pretty much red when Goku switches into Vegeta blue. Their ult hits so hard. They could combo forever. Not their ult, their blue card, I should say. My apologies. Their blue card also gives them Vanishing Gauge. They draw a blue card when they pop the green twice. So they pop it with, you pop the green with Goku, they get the blue card, and you pop the green card with Vegeta, and he gets a card, the blue card. Card draw speed, a ton of damage, and the PvP boost definitely benefits them being in the feature unit slot. So yeah, even without the feature unit slot, I still think they will be a Z tier. They're definitely gonna be Z tier. I just think like after the PvP boost, probably Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Revival Gohan will be better than them. But regardless, the Blue Boys will still be a Z tier unit. They does so much for Gaki. They does so much for Sun Family. They does so much for movies. They Vegeta Clan, Sun Family. They're literally, they have so much tags that they're in. Like it's crazy. So other than that, yeah, thank you guys for watching the tier list. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on my tier list. I mean, I think I did a really good job, but obviously it's a tier list. It's opinion based, so definitely let me know down in the comments below what characters you want it shifted up or down. Do you agree? You disagree? Just let me know. Let me know everything down in the comments below. Give me your criticism. So yeah, my name is Skullroyal. You guys stay safe, stay hydrated. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, you guys take care. Peace.